The following is a presentation of BFA Sports. It is time for Game 3 of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League Championship with Margate up 2-0 in this best-of-5 series. Hello, everybody. I am Finn Avenue, joined tonight again by Mike Gill as the Margate Hurricanes look to sweep and win the championship, and the Northfield Cardinals look to live another day and force a Game 4 tomorrow night. Now, one stipulation about tonight, due to a scheduling conflict with the ballparks, Margate will be the home team tonight. And if it goes to a Game 4, we'll figure that out tomorrow. But this is a home game for Margate, even though it is being played at Birch Grove Park in Northfield. That being said, Mike, we've seen stellar pitching from Margate, some power last night, timely hitting. Northfield's held in there, but they haven't been able to get that big hit. What are some of the things you're looking forward to tonight?
Well, they're going to be shorthanded again tonight because last night in the leadoff spot you had Clemick. He's not here tonight, so he will not be in the lineup. They're going to move Chase Swain from the 3-hole to the top. Justin Epifanio, who was hitting in the 5-hole last night, he's moving up to the 3-hole tonight. And you also are without Cole Fowler still. So they've got two big bats out of the lineup tonight. You take a look at their lineup that Joe Bunting's going to throw out there tonight. You've got Swain, Ewing, Epifanio. Juan Mejia is back. He is a big-time hitter for them. He did not play in the first two games, so they're hoping to get a little power in the middle of their lineup. Felice Shapiro, Nate Turner, Evan Biddle, C.J. Brown, and Anthony Rackets is obviously the 10-hole hitter. So Joe Bunting's trying to get a little spark with Swain at the top because he's missing his leadoff hitter in Clemick, and then he's got Mejia back tonight to try to get some power that he's missing with Fowler. So those two guys are going to have to give him something tonight.
Three different lineups for Northfield in this series. Margate, though, remaining the same. It's kind of that adage of if it's not broke, don't fix it. Margate Hurricanes rolling out Nolan Charlton, Monty Strickland, Eric Fitzgerald at the top. In the middle, it's Chris Knott, Jason Law, Jim Pasquale. And then at the bottom, Brody Levin, Sam Daggers, Dylan Mendel, and Donnie Stone for Jason Law's Hurricanes, looking to sweep tonight in this championship series. And, we've seen a lot of the Hurricanes. They found it in the fourth inning last night, Mike, with that offense starting with the Monty Strickland home run, a couple sac flies, and then, of course, the big home run by Pasquale in the eighth.
Yeah, and obviously, this game got off to a good start for Northfield. They scored one in the first, one in the second, one in the third, and then they kind of went silent. They left a couple guys on base. But Margate, really, the big hit was from Strickland. He had that first pitch swinging in the fourth inning. He hits that home run, and obviously that sparked that Margate dugout. That got them back into the game, and then when the game went deep, they got into the Northfield bullpen and were able to get that big home run from Jimmy Pasquale. So we'll see, because obviously pitching starting to get a little thin for both these teams. They both threw, last night 138 pitches for
that's a lot for Diava.
Yeah, Diava last night. So I would imagine he's unavailable today. So we'll see what both these teams' bullpens look like if their starters can't go. That could be a big key in the game tonight.
The game one starter, Evan Biddle, for Northfield is the extra hitter tonight for the Cardinals. And another interesting note about Monty Strickland, too, 1 for 7 in the series so far, but that one was a big one last night with a home run. And they've chipped away. They have the Hurricanes, two players, it's Pasquale and Eric Fitzgerald, the only ones that have multiple hits in this series so far, and yet they're up 2-0.
Yeah, and you take a look at the Margate offense. We talk a lot about how deep their lineup is, and they really haven't had that big breakout game yet. You give them 3 runs and 4 runs, you would think, hey, we may have had a chance to at least split this series, and that hasn't happened so far. And look, we talk about Northfield. They've got good pitching. One of the guys, Riggs, who's not here at this series, so they're missing probably their number one guy, definitely their number one guy, but probably a top 2 or 3 pitcher in the league who's not available. So they're missing Fowler and they're missing Riggs. So this series they've been a little short-handed, and so far they haven't been able to overcome it.
Chase Swain will be leading things off for the Cardinals tonight in this series. 1 for 5, 3 strikeouts, a single, couple ground outs, and a walk. So he'll be tasked with going up against that man, Alex Zacchaeus, for the Hurricanes, as they wear their 3rd different uniform in this series. Same lineup, different pitcher every night. Of course, Diava pitching last night, going the distance, as did his counterpart in Game 1 in Jake Kinzel. So we probably could assume that neither of those guys are available out of the pen. And then I would imagine, Mike, if Zacchaeus can go the distance there, then he may go the distance, very well do so.
Yeah, so the defense behind Sjssbl tonight is Mendel in left, Daggers in center, Fitzgerald in right. Pasquale's over at third, Levin, Charlton are your double play tandem. Jason Law at first. Same defense you saw last night. Donnie Stone and Alex Sjssbl is the battery mate there, the Holy Spirit graduate. And he's the guy that they're going to ride tonight to try to finish this game out. Now, I would imagine Sjssbl is on a little bit more of a pitch count than some of the older guys that are in their postgraduate playing days here. So he's a guy who's still pitching at the college level. I'm sure they might have to keep a little bit more of an eye on him. But, hey, you never know. Who might empty the tank to win a championship? This would be year number 3 of this league, 2-time champion. We're going to get a new champion regardless this season. The Surf won the first 2. It's either the Hurricane or the Cardinals, and good one tonight.
Good defense for the Hurricanes in the infield alone. They made a lot of fantastic plays the last couple of nights, and could expect more of the same tonight to keep it a close ball game. So 3-1 was the final in Game 1 for Margate. 1 on 3 bases loaded walks. And then last night, 4-3 in extra innings. They won in the 8th inning on the home run by Pasquale. Alex Zacchaeus has concluded his warm-up pitches. Chase Swain up to the plate, and we are ready to go here. Game 3 of this South Jersey South Shore Championship Series. Pitch number 1 in the dirt, 1-0, and we are underway here at Birch Grove Park. Swain also playing a different position tonight than his typical third base. It'll be in center field. We'll give a full look at that in the bottom of the inning. The 1-0. And there's strike 1.
Yes, Sjssbl gets his first fastball over.
1-1 the count on Swain. Bowling ball to the backstop, 2-1.
Yeah, Chris Losey calling the balls and strikes tonight. John Dubel is over at third base, and Todd Caputo is at first base tonight.
It'll be a 2-1 on Swain. Rocketed into left field. There's a leadoff base hit, and the Cardinals have a man aboard to get the game going.
Good piece of hitting there by Swain to lead things off of this inning. Got a fastball a little up, attacked it up, and ripped it right through that left side there. We talked last night a lot about Brody Levin kind of plays up the middle a little bit more, and that left side hole has been pretty big in this series.
Brett Ewing, the hitter, he's 3 for 5 in this championship series. Big night last night with a couple knocks. Sjssbl pulls back. Ball goes to the backstop, and Swain stays put at first.
Yeah, that's a play. I don't know that Swain saw what happened there because he's kind of looking back in and saying, hey, wait, what happened there? And you could see early in this game that Joe Bunting values a early run if he's asking Brett Ewing to put a bunt down.
Swain out to a small lead. He's going to get checked on there, and he's back safely.
Yeah, that's a play where if you have Ewing squaring the bunt, it gets by the catcher. Joe Bunting's probably saying, man, we got to have a guy on second base there, so then I don't have to ask my 2-hole hitter to bunt.
The 1-0. inside, and it bends Ewing out of the way, 2-0.
So he didn't have him bunt that time.
It was scoreless in game one until the top of the fifth inning when Anthony Rackets had a single to put Northfield up, and they scored consecutive runs in the first, second, and third to take the lead there. There's a strike on Ewing. And both the last couple nights, Mike, Northfield's gotten guys on in the early innings, and they just haven't gotten that big hit.
Yeah, just the one run last night. They did have the bases loaded in the first inning there. They left them loaded.
Swain off first. The 2-1 to Ewing is in there for strike two.
Ewing 245 this year. You know, we talked about it last night, Vin. Northfield does not steal a lot of bases. They've only got 34 stolen bases on the season, so it's hard for them to kind of get runners moving here.
2-2 pitch coming to Brett Ewing. And that one's upstairs. It's a full count.
This was a spot last night where we said, hey, the veteran players on this team, you had Epifanio with a 3-2 count, and he ripped that single that got the first run home. Let's see if Ewing can maybe get a little gapper here and set something up because Epifanio's on deck.
Swain will get a look at it, and he's back safely.
He's the one guy who's been swinging the bat well. And then you got Mejia in the lineup tonight, who adds obviously a little bit more power for this Cardinals team.
See if Northfield can get a couple guys on for Mejia, who's hitting cleanup tonight. The 3-2. And there's a walk. So a single and a walk for Northfield to get things started here in the first.
Yeah, last night we had the first two runners for the Cardinals on back-to-back walks. Now Sjssbl walks this two-hole hitter after giving up a single, so back-to-back base runners to start things off for the second night in a row for Northfield.
Epifanio, the hitter, 3 for 6 in the series. A couple big knocks for himself last night as well.
Epifanio up around at 300 right now.
First and second for the Cardinals. Nobody out, just underway here in game 3. Showing bunt, pulls back, and it's away for ball 1.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, you got first and second. You got your 3 spot up who's been hot for you. If you get a bunt down, he knows he's got some power behind second and third. Maybe he takes that shot to get that run here. But you got one of your guys who's been hitting the ball. Let's see what he does here.
Want to know the count on the Cardinals shortstop. Showing bunt again and pulling back. It's 2-0. Do you think that he could be doing that, Mike, just to draw the infield in a little bit?
He might be, but, you know, he's a smart veteran guy. We talk about the veteran players, not as many on this Cardinals team. So, hey, I think he also understands we've got to figure out ways to get runs against Sjssbl tonight.
Runners leading first and second. 2-0 the count at Epifanio. Showing bunt again and successful this time. Back to the mound. And it's a successful sacrifice bunt to put runners at second and third with 1 out.
And very unselfish there to get that bunt down, get it up the first base side. He did his job. Now you got second and third. And Mejia, who's getting his first at bat here in the series, but he's got an RBI situation. This is what he signs the big money for, right? This is what he's out here for, is to put the ball, even if it's a long fly ball, get a little sac fly here and get yourself a run.
Mejia with a lot of pop and certainly put the Cardinals up 3-0 with 1 swing. Second and third now, 1 away. Sjssbl takes a breath, checks the runners, now deals. Away, 1-0.
You got to wonder. I mean, he hasn't seen live pitching here recently, but he is 294 on the season and 16 RBI and has obviously big-time home run power.
1-0 the count. And that fastball is a little high, 2-0. Cardinals were taking batting practice before the game today, so we'll see how it factors into their game plan tonight.
2 home runs for Mejia this season. A couple of doubles as well. Walks a lot. Another guy got first base open here. You wonder if they're going to try to get him to take some hacks at pitches out of the zone.
Feliz on deck. The 2-0 is outside 3-0.
Yeah, that was an all-speed pitch, a 2-0 all-speed pitch, which kind of tells you, hey, you know what? I'm not too interested in your you standing up at the plate right now.
Pitch around Mejia.
You might, and you look, you set up a double play possibility with a young kid on deck. This is a veteran player. He's got a lot of power.
3-0 on Mejia. Sjssbl checks the runners. And there's ball 4. The base is loaded with 1 out here in the first for Feliz.
Second walk of the inning. Now he loads the bases. Johan Feliz, you say one thing. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take away the veteran player and go to the younger player. But Feliz has been one of the more impressive guys. Got a home run in that playoff game, 9 RBI this season, and he is a guy who has been dangerous, hitting the ball hard. He had a line shot last night that Margate made the play on, but he's been hitting the ball hard.
Playing a stellar right field as well, coming up with some big catches out there for the Redbirds. Bases loaded, 1 out. Big RBI opportunity for Feliz. And that one misses outside, 1-0.
Sjssbl starts him off with an off-speed pitch.
Pressure on Sjssbl here, right? After you walk Mejia to get to Feliz, here's the guy you want.
Yeah, you're out of wiggle room now. Got Pasquale in on the grass over there.
The 1-0, swing and a miss. Powers one by Feliz.
Law's in at first base, so they get their corners up early in this first inning here. You might wonder if, hey, we'll concede the run early. We're up 2-0. We got the good offense here, but they are up on the corners.
Big hole there between Pasquale and Levin, between the third base and shortstop perch. The 1-1. Little check swing. Did he go around? And that's strike number 2.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Losey asked for help on that one. He had that one that he did go all the way around, and he looked like he did. That was a really good all-speed pitch, by the way. And now Sjssbl is ahead in the count. He can go with his full assortment.
Ball and 2 strikes on Feliz. Bases loaded, 1 out. The 1-2. Hit high in the air in the center. This could be enough for the sacrifice fly. Catch made out in center. Tagging is Swain, heading toward the plate, diving head first, scoring the Cardinals' first run without a throw.
So good sacrifice. Give it a ride here for Johan Feliz. Got it just deep enough. See the catch. Tries to make the throw as Sammy Dagger is cut off there by Jason Law. The Cardinals are on the board first. They scored 1 last night, left them loaded. It's a carbon copy so far.
And that'll bring up Gavin Shapiro. Shapiro 1 for 3 in the series. He's gone on with a couple walks in the last couple games as well. Swing and a miss, and a fastball right by him, 0-1.
This is exactly the same spot that the Avas settled in last night. He gave up that 1 run, and then he kind of got out of that first inning.
First and second, 2 outs. Cardinals have scored the first run in all 3 games this series. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Good pitch on the outside part of the plate there. Shapiro, even if he made contact with that ball, he kind of swung and didn't look like he made his mind up that he wanted to swing at that pitch right away.
Nate Turner awaits an opportunity up next for the Cardinals. Runners lead first and second. Sjssbl checks on the lead runner Ewing a couple times, and that one's called strike 3 on Shapiro, and that'll do it here in the first. Cardinals threaten for more. They come away with 1, and the Hurricanes coming to bat for the first time here in Game 3.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit us at buntingfamilypharmacy.com.
To the bottom of the first we go, and another beautiful night here at Birch Grove Park in Northfield. Nice little breeze here, 8 miles an hour, clear skies, 75 degrees. Perfect summer night in August. Perfect night for a ball game here. Big crowd on hand, probably the biggest of this series so far. A lot of cars parked around Birch Grove Park tonight.
Yeah, outfield's packed tonight. I mean, they've already come in early here, and they're anticipating, Margate, who obviously was not in the league the first 2 years. This is their first year in the league. And if they can get a win here tonight, they would win the 3rd year of the South Shore League championship.
Derek Andrada on the mound for the Cardinals tonight, looking to force a Game 4 and shut down a mighty Hurricanes offense tonight. He's got an interesting little motion there with that sort of El Duque sidekick.
Yep, I saw him pitch in the All-Star game here about a month or so ago. And, yeah, Audubon High School, you're looking at a guy who's going to have to face a very tough Margate lineup. And that is a tall task regardless of who's pitching. But you're asking him to face this Margate lineup. This defense behind him, Anthony Raycott's at left, Chase Swain in center, who's moving from third to center, by the way. Felice is in right field. Biddle is over at third base. Epifanio is at short. Ewing at second. Nate Turner is at first. And your battery mate, Andrada and Gavin Shapiro.
Nolan Charlton leading things off for the Canes again tonight. Andrada deals strike, and it's 0-1.
Margate steady as you go, right? The same lineup all 3 nights in the series. So that's obviously showing that they've got their guys that they want in the right spots.
Andrada kicks and deals, strike 2. Andrada pitched in a game against the South Jersey Surf in the final week of the season. Looking to be a little bit more dominant here tonight against the Canes. Kicks, and that one's driven into right field. Feliz heading over and makes a catch, heading towards the deeper part of the park, one away.
Yeah, made a long run to go get that one. But Yohan Feliz has had a really good series, both offensively and defensively. He goes out there, he goes all the way out to the gap there and makes that play.
Monty Strickland now the hitter, 1 for 7 in this series. A big one, though. Had that home run in the top of the 4th inning last night that got the Hurricanes 3 runs in that inning. He's serving as the extra hitter again tonight. Andrada kicks and deals. That one smoked backwards, 0-1.
Yeah, Strickland's hit last night was the big one in the game last night. He took that first pitch and drove it over the center field fence, and that kind of got Margate off the schneid there. They were down 3-0 in that game when he delivered that thing into dead center field. And then Margate tied the game up and got the game-winning home run in the 8th. But it was Monty Strickland really here on the Gamechanger replay from last night. There's Jimmy Pasquale, who had the game-winning hit.
That one hit foul into the woods there, and it stays 0-2.
That was the game winner last night.
Andrada once again the 0-2. High pop-up into left. Heading overneath his rackets to make the catch, and there's 2 away.
And last night, Ben Brott pitched a pretty good game. He just had the one inning where he, got hit around a little bit. That 4th inning, he just couldn't get out of, but he had a couple of quick. The first inning of the game, he had that 1-2-3 inning. We'll see if Andrada can follow suit tonight.
Eric Fitzgerald, the hitter, 2 for 4 in the series. Andrada deals. That one fouled off. First base side out of play. Fitzgerald, a couple singles, couple walks in this series, a fly out and a pop out. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses away, 1-1.
Got to mix everything tonight against this lineup. Eric Fitzgerald, the old veteran in there. Very tough out, still hitting in the middle 3 spot in this Margate lineup.
He drives that 1-1 over to shortstop, and Epifanio fires over, and that'll do it. So 1-2-3 go the Hurricanes here in the bottom of the 1st. Cardinals still leading 1-0. To the second inning we go. 1-0 Cardinals here in Game 3. Margate leading 2-0. Cardinals looking to force a Game 4 tomorrow night. It'll be Nate Turner, Evan Biddle, and C.J. Brown for the Redbirds here in the second. And that one in there for strike one. Turner in the series 1 for 5. A walk, a single, 4 strikeouts, and a ground out. The 0-1 hit foul and quickly 0-2.
Yeah, they got one in the second last night. They got one tonight in the first, so trying to at least get that. But, you're going to have to really get on Sjssbl here and try to pull away from this Margate offense. It's going to be tough to ask Andrada to keep them down all night long.
Sjssbl saying no a couple times to Stone. Now gets what he wants. Steals the 0-2. And it's that one foul to stay alive.
Yeah, it looked like Stone was trying to call for time really quickly at the end there. And then at the last minute, Sjssbl was kind of in his windup. So he just said, all right, throw whatever you got there. So Stone kind of put both of his hands up as if like, oh, timeout. I don't know what's coming here.
Time to reset. See, Turner's one of those guys, Mike. I think he's just desperately looking for a hit to contribute in some way here. The 0-2. Called strike 3, 1 away.
Tough pitch on the inside part of the plate. Good fastball there. Sjssbl really spots it well. You take a look here on the Gamechanger replay. I mean, this is just a really good spot. That just, even if he really has to get that barrel of the bat down there to drive that thing. But it was really, really good pitch there by Alex Sjssbl.
Evan Biddle was the Game 1 starter for the Cardinals. Now an opportunity to do some hitting. And that one misses away, 1-0.
He's over at third base tonight. Was not in the lineup last night.
And the 1-0, that one swung on and missed by Biddle.
Yeah, see, look, Sjssbl has settled in this second inning here. His fastball's got a little extra on it tonight in this second inning. And his command looks better here in the second inning.
1-1 to Biddle. That one's a little below 2-1.
Stuck with that fastball here. He's been throwing the all-speed pitch in a lot of different counts.
Bottom of the order for the Cardinals. After Biddle will be C.J. Brown and Anthony Rackets. The 2-1 offering in there for strike 2.
Yeah, and that when we talked about throwing his off-speed pitch on different counts, that was a 2-1 nasty deuce.
Again, Biddle's first at bat of the series, the 2-2. Hit sharply over to second. Charlton's got it, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a very, very tough situation to be in there. After seeing the 2-1 deuce like that, you are now really on your heels of what is he going to throw me at 2-2? His fastball's been working. He's spotting that really well. He just threw me that nasty off-speed pitch, so that was a really tough spot in the lineup there.
First pitch to C.J. Brown popped up, foul territory, and Jason Law couldn't get to it, so 0-1. Brown 0 for 6 in the series so far, looking for his first hit.
I think Law thought he ran out of room over there.
Saw a couple times in this series, both sides, with players either looking foul territory or near the fence, just trying to feel it out for where they're at. Chase Swain did that in Game 1 over in Margate. 0-1 the count on Brown. Sjssbl delivers. Breaking ball in there for strike 2.
Now Sjssbl really has C.J. Brown at his mercy. These guys played together as younger guys. Made a World Series together, I believe, at the 14-year-old level.
The 0-2 just misses.
CJ, a Northfield product, and Sjssbl, I believe, an EHT product. He went to Holy Spirit High School, though.
1-2 the count now on Brown. A little check swing down the right field line and foul.
It's a good job by C.J. Brown just kind of getting the bat, poking that thing down the line, keeping himself alive here. But, again, Sjssbl has got to like where he is at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now he's spotting his fastball, and he's throwing his off-speed pitch for strikes.
Cardinals scored their lone run, in case you're just joining us, on a sacrifice fly in the first inning by Feliz that scored Chase Swain, got aboard on a leadoff single. The 1-2, and that one misses away 2-2.
Close pitch to take there by C.J. Brown, but good discipline.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals here in the top of the second. Sjssbl has settled in. It's still 1-0 Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the second.
I used to move snowflakes by the OC.
Designated hitter Chris Knott.
To the bottom of the second we go. 1-0 Cardinals. Hurricanes went down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the bottom of the first. Check that. Chris Knott, Jason Law, Jim Pasquale will head up to the plate this half inning against Derek Andrada. And that one hit foul by Knott. 0-1. Not 0 for 3 so far in this series with a trio of walks. Again, the same lineup that Margate's rolled out in games 1 and 2. Back out there tonight. The 0-1. Fires it by him, 0-2.
You got to imagine that last little kick Andrada sometimes might be tough to pick up. I mean, he doesn't overpower you with the fastball, but he gets that leg kick up and drives through the fastball.
0-2 on Knott. And that one hit foul to the Canes dugout.
Sjssbl pitching at Ryder this season, 4-2 with a 3.07 ERA. Finishing his 3rd season up at Ryder. 22 games for Ryder this season.
The 0-2. Now on tipped into the mid, strike 3, 1 away here in the second.
Yeah, not looking around, turning around like, did I actually just miss that thing? But again, he's got to be tough to pick up here. You get that leg kick and then the ball kind of right over the top and a good fastball right by you.
1 away, here's Jason Law. Law 0 for 6 in the series. Although did have a sacrifice fly RBI last night. Andrada kicks and deals upstairs 1-0.
And Chris Knott played at East Stroudsburg and had a little run with the Rays in the rookie league.
Ah, there we go.
Now Law, who's also made his name playing at Monmouth. Had a great career at Monmouth.
1-1 on the Hurricanes' first baseman. And that one misses away 2-1.
Played 4 years in the independent leagues here in Atlantic City with the Surf.
It'll be a 2-1. And Andrada falling behind here, 3-1. The 3-1 to Law. Popped up in the infield. It'll be Ewing making the catch, and there's 2 away.
Good job by Andrada. Throwing strikes.
Number 14,
Pounding the zone,
third baseman
letting his
Jim
defense
Pasquale.
kind of do the work behind him there.
Here's Jim Pasquale, the hero from last night, the go-ahead home run in the top of the 8th inning. 2 for 3 so far in the series. And there's a strike to him here. First at bat of game 3.
Yeah, Pasquale at Iona. Flat out rake, and you saw last night.
0-1, now it's 0-2.
Came at a big moment in that game, too. You know, you're in extra innings, and you start to worry about the pitching. How deep can you go in your bullpen? We talked about the Ava was 135. You wonder how much longer, if they didn't score in that inning,
Yeah.
whether or not he would be able to go back out there. This was last night, Pasquale here. That's a low pitch. He golfs it opposite field to show you the power that he has in that.
In a 1-2 hole here against Andrada. Popped up. And heading towards the foul line. First base making the catch is Nate Turner. And again, 1-2-3 go the Hurricanes. 6 up, 6 down for Derek Andrada. We're going to the 3rd. It's 1-0 Redbirds. Top of the 3rd here in Game 3. Margate leading 2-0 in the South Jersey South Shore Championship game. Anthony Rackets leading things off for the Cardinals here in the top of the 3rd. Will be followed by Chase Swain and Brett Ewing in the top of the order. Rackets 2 for 5 in this championship series. One of those 2 hits was an RBI single in Game 1 that put the Cardinals up first. It was their only run scored in Game 1. Scored 3 last night. Rackets leading off here, takes strike 1. Cardinals got a run in the 1st inning tonight, threatened for more. But Alex H. has settled down and then retired the Cardinals in order in the 2nd inning. Now in a little inside, 1-1.
1-1.
It's been a theme of the series, Mike, just the Cardinals and their opportunities getting guys on base, just not getting them in.
Yeah, left them loaded in the 1st, left them loaded in the 1st last night.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Out in front, 1-2.
Seach just dialed in after that 1st inning. He had left the bases loaded, but last inning he had everything kind of working. You know, get that count in his favor.
The 1-2. Now that breaking ball didn't quite break the way he was looking for.
Didn't get on top of that one. Let it go. His release point was a little high there. Come right back with it here.
2-2 to Rackets.
Ooh.
He looks like he hit it off his leg, and umpire Chris Losey calling it foul. He's hobbling around Rackets, trying to just get some feeling back in his leg.
Yeah, he obviously, let's see, you see he swings here and,
Ooh.
yeah, hits him. Ooh, hit him in the inner thigh. Looks like that, or maybe right in the inside of his knee.
Manager Joe Bunting having a word with him, just seeing if he's okay.
Yeah, that'll keep you hobbled for, a good 30, 45 seconds. But generally, you see guys kind of shake that off a little bit. That's right. Maybe he's got some ice from the Bunting Family Pharmacy. Right up the street. You can stop on by.
There you go.
Maybe tomorrow, if he needs an aspirin, if his knee's still a little sore, an ibuprofen, whatever's your style.
Rackets, you know what? Base hit or a win will help Rackets feel a whole lot better, too.
Yep. Base hit here would be nice for him as well.
2-2 the count on Rackets. Called strike 3, and he's down looking for out number 1.
Good pitch on the inside part of the plate there. Sage is just dialed in right now. I mean, he's using everything. He uses a good fastball. Look at this one right on the inside part of the plate. Just a tough pitch.
Sanchez has retired 6 in a row, going back to the Yohan Feliz sacrifice fly. Here's Chase Swain, single to lead off the game, and later came around to score.
Yeah, he swung at that first pitch in the single earlier on a fastball, and that time he starts him off with an all-speed pitch.
We'll put that on the Losey highlight reel.
Pitch inside to Swain.
Got away from him there.
Swain in the leadoff spot tonight. No Justin Klimek available for the Cardinals tonight. They have Connor Callan and Mike Burnley available off the bench.
Yes, you got to wonder what kind of bullpen do they have tonight.
Evan Biddle, who started game 1 for the Cardinals, threw 80 pitches in game 1. And Burnley replaced him out of the pen, throwing 53. 3-0. There's a strike. So it'll be interesting to see if Evan Biddle, who is playing third base tonight, if he's an option at some point, if need be, for Joe Bunting. The pitch. Hit up the middle. Charlton, it's Levin who grabs it, fires over to first, and there's out number 2.
Yeah, check this out in the Gamechanger replay. It is a big-time play here. It's a little seeing-eye look. It gets over the pitching mound there, and then it looks like it's going to find its way through. Levin comes across the bag, halfway across the second base side, and then fires a laser over to first base. That's just an outstanding play by Brody Levin, heading to Rhode Island.
Here's Brett Ewing, walked in the first. 7 in a row now, or 8 in a row now, retired by Sanchez, and that's 9. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning as that ball's caught out there in right center by Fitzgerald. Sanchez all dialed in, all settled in. Cardinals still lead 1-0.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit us at buntingfamilypharmacy.com.
To the bottom of the third we go, and Mike, we talked about it earlier. More fans tonight. Look, everybody's out there. Got the whole bleacher creature section out there beyond the center field fence.
Looks just like Harry DeKay's out there. Looks like Ashburn Alley. You got everybody hanging out. Oh, good seats out there in center field. You pan over to left field there. You see the whole left field is filled from left field foul pole all the way down to the center field fence on the Little League field there. So, yeah, you are wrapping around fans here for the championship game tonight. We could see the champion.
Watch. Derek Andrada will be going up against Brody Levin, Sam Daggers, and Dylan Mendel here. And Levin pops it foul.
And how many times do you see the guy make the play in the field, and then he comes up to bat? He made an excellent play in that last inning. Now he leads off the inning. That was a high-level play at shortstop for Brody Levin, and now he leads off the inning.
6 up, 6 down for Andrada so far. He's held the Hurricanes offense at bay. And there's a strike to Levin. Yeah, beautiful night for baseball. Game 3 championship series. Margate won 3-1 in game 1, 4-3 last night in extras. 1-2 the count now on the Hurricane shortstop. Andrada looks in for the sign, gets what he wants from Shapiro, deals outside. 2-2 the count now on Levin. Mike, what have you seen out of Andrada so far where he's just gotten, 4 of the Hurricanes hitters to pop up?
Spotting his fastball. He's not overpowering, but he's doing a good job of moving it in and out and then doing just enough with the off-speed pitch. As he throws one there. But it's a good spot for, Brody Levin, really good fastball hitter, showing him a 2-2, something off speed. You got to show it. You got to show that you at least have it. And his fastball, again, not overpowering, but he spots it really well. It's tough to pick up behind that leg kick.
The 3-2 to Levin. And that's upstairs. The Hurricanes have their first base runner tonight.
First base runner, it's a fastball, it's up, and Levin does a good job after being behind the count, getting himself on. Now, Levin, we talk about Margate, they don't steal a lot of bases. He would be one guy that would be inclined to go. See if he could pick up Andrada's leg kick here. You got Daggers here. Guy with some power. Maybe a little hit and run with these two.
Daggers 1 for 4 in the series with 3 flyouts. Levin off first, upstairs to Daggers. He's got to bend out of the way, 1-0.
"21 innings this year for Andrada."
Throw over to first to check on Levin, and he's back safely.
He's been very tough. 1.66 ERA, a 1.1 WHIP on the season. So he has had a really good season and looking to keep this Cardinal season going.
Daggers pops it up.
Sounded like he might have broke his bat on that one.
And over there at shortstop, drops the ball, Epifanio, but he flips to second to get the force.
And there's another, we keep calling, him out as the veteran on this team, but watch this thing. High pop up, and Epifanio under it. Obviously, he looked over, he took a little peek to see what Levin was doing. Oh man, sorry I dropped that ball. Looks like an infield fly.
Number 3, left fielder Dylan Mendel.
Intentional, right? Right, the batter would be out. Levin stays on first base. I think he was doing it because he wanted to get the Levin off the bases, who was a guy who will steal some bases for them.
The old let me let this drop and get the force out. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the third.
If he had a choice of a base runner there, I'm assuming he's saying I'd rather have Daggers on the bases than Levin on the bases.
Right. Levin off first, Mendel the hitter.
A lot of tricks up that Epifanio sleeve there.
We still got to look up the rest of the poll with that who had the best mustache from last night. Mendel 1 for 3 so far in the series. The 0-1. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and you get nice fastball spots on the inside part of the plate there. Little slide step, trying to keep the runner in check over there.
So Mendel the hitter in an 0-2 count.
Number 10,
I'll check that strikeout. So now 2 away, and Donnie Stone the hitter. Donnie Stone 1 for 4 in the series with 3 groundouts. Runner Levin thought about going, but stayed put. The 1-0 hit sharply past Epifanio into left field for a base hit.
Epifanio playing a little bit up the middle there with the runner on first base. You check it out in the Game Changer replay here. And Epifanio, he's pinching the hole a little bit. And that ball is hit just to where he's not.
Number 1,
And now you got runners at first and second, but you're back to the top of the lineup now. So good job by Stone turning the lineup over.
Here's Nolan Charlton, hit a long fly ball out to right field, caught by Feliz in the first inning. Andrada had retired the first 6 batters he faced.
Looks like they're going to get a runner. Looks like Milstein is out there to run again.
Runner at first base, number 22, Jaden Milstein.
And Milstein last night was the guy that got thrown out at the plate. He was tagging up on that play and got thrown out from center field to send that game to extra innings.
That was a fantastic 8-2 double play. First and second, 2 away here, bottom of the third. And Andrada misses away.
Yeah, remember, that was a ball that was hit fairly deep. It's just a big throw by Klemek. Milstein is hustling to the plate, and it was an 8-2 double play to end the 7th inning.
Andrada checks on the runners, now deals. Hit sharply foul.
Charlton's
fair.
not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
Charlton kind of looked at it, then he kind of launched his bat and said, man, this thing might be fair.
Feliz hustling on over there.
It was foul by about 10 feet, but he must have saw it on. We have a weird angle from where we are here at Birch Grove Park. We can take a look at this on the Game Changer replay. Watch his reaction. Am I going to hit that? And then he just kind of let the bat go, and that thing is foul by, pretty significantly foul. It must have looked different from where he's standing.
Yeah, at least off the bat.
But again, we have a really tough vantage point on stuff hit to right field.
Right. 1-1 to Charlton.
Andrada does a really good job changing, he's got that big leg kick out of the windup, but when he gets out of the stretch, he's really fast to the plate there.
38 pitches for Andrada so far.
Big spot right here. He's got 2 on, top of the order. If he can try to get out of this inning right here and prevent them from getting to that 2, 3, 4 spot in the lineup.
Ball and 2 strikes on the Margate second baseman. Andrada deals. Breaking ball called, strike 3, and the inning is over. So Andrada gets into and out of a little bit of trouble, but keeps it at 1-0 as we go to the 4th. To the top of the 4th we go. Cardinals leading 1-0 on a sacrifice fly by Yohan Feliz back in the first inning. It'll be Justin Epifanio, Juan Mejia, and Feliz himself here in the top of the 4th. Alex Zachess He's been in cruise control since giving up that sacrifice fly.
Yes, HS just making his 8th appearance for the Hurricanes this year. 1.98 ERA, 1.4 on the whip there. This is just his 3rd start of the season for Margate.
8 Cardinals retired in a row by HS. Epifanio had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. The 0-1. That one's a little bit low. Juan Mejia up next, and then Feliz. The 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2.
Epifanio, who laid that bunt down to set up the first runs of the game, but he's a guy that's been hitting the ball. They need him to get on base, keep his hot bat going.
Cardinals holding on to the 1-0 lead here in the 4th. That one chopped to third. Pasquale's got it. Fires over to first, and there's one away here in the 4th.
He just kind of chopped that thing out in front of the plate, and Pasquale's playing out in front of, in that little cutout there. He's in a good spot.
That'll bring up Mejia. Sanchez pitched around him in the first and walked him on 4 pitches. Bases empty here for his at-bat in the 4th. And Mejia looks at one in the dirt, 1-0.
Getting Mejia back in this lineup gives them some big-time home run power. Obviously missing Fowler and Clemic tonight.
Sanchez deals upstairs, and Mejia's got to bend backwards to avoid getting hit there.
Mejia's looking up like, am I sure that this was worth it right there?
Mejia's a pretty tall guy. Sanchez has thrown 6 pitches to Mejia, all out of the zone. Being very careful with the Cardinals DH. There's a strike.
Yeah, Mejia's been around a while. Guys won a lot, hit a lot, driven in a lot.
The 2-1 swung on and missed, 2-2. So Sanchez challenging Mejia a little bit there with that pitch, Mike.
Well, first time he's given him really something to swing at.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And that one's low to Mejia, and the count is full. Feliz awaits on deck. Sanchez has retired 9 in a row. Make it 10.
High fastball. You're going to see it here on the Gamechanger replay. And, this is one where Mejia is saying, look, I got to try to make something happen on this team. And all speed had a little hang to it. That was one that he could have got a hold of.
I'll bring up Yohan Feliz. Had that sacrifice fly RBI back in the first inning. Produced the game's lone run to this point. Your 2 outs, top of the 4th. And Sanchez gets it in there for strike 1.
And Northfield, you mentioned 10 straight, sat down here by Sanchez.
The 0-1. And Feliz looks at strike 2.
Yeah, that one, good pitch there inside part of the plate. Tough one to hit. Now he's got Feliz really guessing on everything here.
Cardinals right fielder in an 0-2 hole here. 2 outs, top 4. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And Sanchez all dialed in. He's retired 11 Cardinals in a row. Redbirds lead 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. 1-0 Cardinals here in Game 3 on the Yohan Feliz sac fly in the first inning. Game summary powered by Gamechanger. It's been a story of the Cardinals threatening but not able to get more than one run, Mike. And really, since that sac fly, Alex Zacchaeus has really settled down.
Yeah, similar game to last night where Northfield got the 1 run. Now they had 3 last night. You had the Hurricanes shut down, and here was the spot right here in the 4th inning last night where Monty Strickland changed the game. Let's see in the same exact spot tonight if he could do it again.
First pitch
He
swung on
swung
and
to
missed.
try to do it again.
He saw those fans out there beyond the left field fence and thought they wanted a souvenir.
He had a tie ball game on his mind.
The 0-1. Pop foul, first base side.
That way Strickland is he is vying to be in the mustache voting with Epifanio and Charlton.
Strickland flew out to left field in his first at bat. Looks at a pitch low in the dirt, 1-2.
If you remember, last night it's 3-0 in the 4th. He swings at the first pitch, delivers it over the center field fence. And that changed that game. And here we are tonight with Margate up 2-0 in the series.
The 1-2. High. And Andrada lost the grip of that one. 2-2.
Andrada's done a good job spotting his fastball, moving it in, out, up, and around. They all speed pitch. He's got to get that thing working if he wants to continue to get through this Margate lineup.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Strickland down swinging for round number 1.
And that might have been his best fastball of the night. You take a look at it here on the Gamechanger replay. That one, you get that big leg kick, and he does a really good job of pushing off the back leg, and he just followed through. I mean, he just said, look, this one's coming right down the middle. Hit it if you can. That was strength on strength right there. And Andrada won.
Fitzgerald now, the hitter, grounded to short to end the first inning. Second time through the order now. Fitzgerald in the 3-hole for the Canes.
He grounded out the last time he was up, but Fitzgerald's one of them guys. If you throw him a fastball down the middle, he's gonna have fun with it.
The 1-0. That one's a little bit too high. 2-0. We looked at how the Hurricanes offense reacted in the last couple nights, Mike, to just Northfield pitching, but that second, third time through the Canes started to figure things out. Pitch upstairs.
Well, really, they figured him out in the 4th. Brott settled back in the 5th, 6th, and then they went to Messi after that. But it was really that one inning that Brott got into a little bit of trouble.
3-0 the count on Fitzgerald. Andrada's fastball a little too inside and a 1-out walk to the Hurricanes right fielder.
Number 25.
Chris Knott now, the hitter, struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Remember, if you're watching, Margate is the home team tonight. So this is the bottom of the 4th. The game is at Birch Grove, but Margate is the home team.
If there is a Game 4 tomorrow, it'll be played in Margate. That one hit foul by Knott, as will Game 5 if necessary as well.
Knott struck out his last time up. Andrada's done a really good job moving in and out.
Again, retired the first 6 hitters he faced, and then got a better on with the Brody Levin walk in the 3rd, but hasn't been too bad. Just 2 walks tonight. Pitch Hit high in the air into right. Feliz chasing it, getting underneath to make the catch, and that's out number 2.
It's a tough play sometimes when the ball comes from a right-handed batter and it is hit out that way. But Feliz just calmly gets over there, and he was positioned pretty well to make that play.
With the amount of fly balls hit to right field in this series, you want to have a guy like Feliz out there, Mike.
Yeah, he's done a really good job, and that tells you also that not getting great swings on the Northfield pitching.
And here's Jason Law, popped out to second base in his first at-bat. Andrade's going to check on Fitzgerald.
Imagine that's not his best move.
Just enough to keep him honest over there.
Law popped up to second his first time up.
That one swung on and missed, 0-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Cardinals scored their lone run back in the first inning on the sac fly by Feliz. And the Hurricanes are looking for the equalizer.
Yeah, this was a big inning for Margate last night. They got 3 in this 4th inning. So Andrade did a good job around that walk to get that next out and not let the inning continue to manifest here. Now he's got to get the left-handed swinging Law.
Fitzgerald staying put at first as a strike comes into Law.
Let's see if he tries to attack with a fastball. See if he gets Jay to swing at something over his hands here.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just a man on first. Pitch. Hit foul to stay alive by Law.
Challenged him with the fastball at the knee area, and Law did a nice job of just fouling that thing off and see if he elevates that to try to get him chasing something over his hands.
Fitzgerald out to a lead over there at first. Aboard on a walk. The 0-2. Chopped foul again by Law.
Yeah, went off speed, down and in. Law just kind of spoiled that thing. He's seen a lot of pitches over his career. There's Ben Brott sitting over there. He was last night's pitcher. There he is. On the far left, C.J. Brown. A couple of mainland kids.
Once again, the 0-2. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, and Law, just kind of beating things foul here, trying to find something that he likes. This is where, if you're Andrade, maybe you try to elevate, get something up over his hands, and see if you have enough giddy up to get one past him.
You think Andrade goes more breaking ball here?
I'd go with the fastball.
The 0-2.
And he
Hit
went
foul.
with the off speed. He threw a little off speed there, and Law obviously seeing the spin pretty good here. Andrade got a good fastball tonight, and he spots it pretty well. If he could try to get something up over Law's hand, see if you can get him to chase something.
The 0-2 again. Popped up into left field and foul. I think this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Law's just been spoiling pitch after pitch.
Yeah, I don't know that Andrade has shown him his best fastball at this point.
Andrade looking into Shapiro, wondering where to go next. The 0-2 again. Hit towards Turner, scoops it on the backhand, recovers, and tags first. And that ends things. Just a walk through 4 innings. Andrade has thrown the no-no, and it's 1-0 Cardinals here in Game 3.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit us at buntingfamilypharmacy.com.
To the 5th inning we go. It is 1-0 Cardinals, and a lot of fans here to see this one. Mike, we got an update from Miami.
Yeah, Phil's up 2-0, looking to take 3 out of 4 in this series. Bryce Harper, double last night, got one tonight. Johan Rojas with a double in the game. Nick Castellanos with an RBI. Alec Boehm 2 for 3 in the 2-hole tonight. Zach Wheeler, 5 innings, just 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Phil's lead the Marlins 2-0 over there, and here it's 1-0 Cardinals over the Hurricanes.
Gavin Shapiro, Nate Turner, Evan Biddle for Northfield here in the top of the 5th. And that one misses to Shapiro, who struck out looking in the first. Sjssbl has retired 11 Cardinals in a row.
Yeah, he is in a groove since that first inning.
The 1-0 popped up, heading foul out of play. I feel like it's one of those things, Mike. Every time a foul ball goes over the fence, everybody kind of wonders and hopes it won't hit any cars.
Yeah, this is a place where I usually try to get as far down the street as I possibly can.
1-2 now on Shapiro. Big crowd on hand, though, Birch Grove Park tonight.
Yeah, and I would imagine it'd be a nice scene if Margate can come back here.
The 1-2.
Sjssbl keeping him in the game. That was pitch 68 for Alex Sjssbl in the 5th inning. This is the top of the 5th. Remember, Northfield is the visitors tonight, even though they're at home.
Due to a scheduling conflict with the ball field for tomorrow, so over in Margate, next couple days if needed. The 1-2 from Sjssbl. Oh, excuse me, foul ball there by Shapiro. I don't think he intended to do that, but he fouled it off to stay alive.
Shapiro hitting .388 this season. Done a nice job as one of the younger players on this Northfield team.
Sjssbl taking a deep breath, looking in for the sign from his catcher, Donnie Stone. The 1-2. And it goes by the ear. Shapiro did it hit him on the way by. It looks like he just ducked out of the way.
Definitely let you notice me. I'll watch this up and in. He got out of there.
The 2-2. Old half swing there for strike 3. 12 in a row now retired by Sjssbl.
7 strikeout for Sjssbl, and you watch it here on the Gamechanger replay. This one, Shapiro just went out ready to swing, and he just didn't know what to do. And then he saw it at the last minute and said, "Oh gosh, that one got me." So a good bender there by Alex Sjssbl, strikeout number 7.
Nate Turner, strikeout victim, back in the 2nd. And that fastball gets away from Sjssbl, 1-0.
Yeah, Northfield knows this one run might not hold up here, so they've got to try to find a way to scratch something out here.
Turner looking to get something started here in the 5th. Biddle up next. The 1-0. High upstairs, 2-0.
Sjssbl really grooving since that first inning. He gave up 1 run, a hit, and left 3 guys on base. Since then, Northfield has not had a single base runner.
2-0 now on Turner. And now it's 3-0. Turner being patient here in his at-bat in the 5th. He has 1 walk so far in this series.
Turner at .255 this season.
3-0 from Sjssbl. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Turner with 1 away. That'll bring up Evan Biddle, grounded to second base in his first at-bat. He was the starting pitcher in Game 1 for Northfield.
Number 25, third baseman Evan Biddle.
Playing third base tonight, 380 pitches in Game 1. The way
that's an interesting question with 80 pitches is whether or not he would be available if needed tonight. And what do they have left? You can't think about tomorrow without winning tonight, but
high to the backstop by Sjssbl, and due to the small backstop, Turner is going to stay put at first.
By the way, Biddle 174 on the season. Limited at bats, just 23 at bats, 29 plate appearances. So he doesn't swing the bat all that much. He does have 2 home runs on the season. But, yeah, he does not swing the bat all that much. His pitching has been one of the big reasons. He's been a key factor. 28 innings pitched this year, 4-2 with an ERA of 3.66.
Sjssbl takes a deep breath on the mound, now delivers the 1-0. In the dirt, good block by Donnie Stone.
They turn her over at first. It's kind of a big spot right here. Northfield can at least get some runners on base and then hope to get back around to the top.
The 2-0. Now it's 3-0. So back-to-back 3-ball counts by Sjssbl.
That's all Sjssbl asking. Was that out?
At one point, he retired 12 in a row until the walk a couple minutes ago to Turner. Three 3-0 to Biddle. And that one's low, back-to-back walks.
Number 17, extra hitter.
Yeah, back-to-back walks there after retiring, 12 in a row. Now he's got back-to-back walks. And this is an interesting spot, Joe Bunny. He's got C.J. Brown up who can run, lay down a bunt here, but you want to put a bunt down and give up an out. You get 2 outs, but you get second and third, and then you're at the 10th spot in the lineup with rackets up. So it's an interesting strategy moment here. Do you lay the bunt, give up the out, or just say, hey, man, go ahead and swing it? C.J. Brown on the season for Northfield so far this year, he's hitting 169. So obviously, he's been struggling a little bit here, but he's a guy who, smart baseball player. Will he put something down? But do you give up the out?
First and second, 1 out here, top of the 5th for Northfield. They lead 1-0 in the game. Pitch. Outside.
He took that one, so it doesn't look like they're willing to give the out here.
Brown struck out swinging in the second. Northfield trailing in the series, 2-0. Sjssbl checks on Turner, now deals. Hot shot over to short. Levin's got it. Throws to second one. On to first. It's a double play. And Sjssbl works into and out of trouble here in the 5th to keep it at 1-0.
Yeah, you look at the Gamechanger replay. It's a hit. Levin's got to go get it, but he gets in front. Calmly goes over. Charlton, perfect position. 6-4 with the stretch from Mr. Law for the 3. And Margate gets out of the inning.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. 1-0 Cardinals in a do-or-die game for them. They got to win to force a Game 4. Game summary powered by Gamechanger. Yohan Feliz sac fly in the first inning. All the scoring for the Redbirds. And it's been a pitcher's duel between Andrada and Sjssbl. And Andrada's been dealing so far for the Redbirds.
Yeah, obviously. Last night, it was 3-0 in the 4th. Margate got on the board in the 4th, so he's gotten past that hurdle, and now he's into the 5th inning of work here. And
for the Hurricanes, number 14, third baseman Jim
got
Pasquale.
the dangerous Jim Pasquale here, who homered to win that game last night and send Margate up 2-0 in the series.
It'll be followed by Levin and Daggers in the inning. Pumped out to first base in his first at-bat. Andrada kicks and deals.
Oh.
High fly ball deep into left center, and goodbye. Jim Pasquale does it again. And it's tied up at 1 here in the 5th.
Powered that one into the night and absolutely got all of it. That's one of the deeper parts of this ballpark. Very rarely do you see one go all the way out to that end of the cage, but he took that fastball and absolutely timed it. Look at this swing. He gets right out in front. Andrada's fastball gets a little elevated here, and bang, on the inside part, he turned on it perfectly and just drove that thing through the night.
Shortstop Brody Levin.
The equalizer here in Game 3 with Margate already up 2-0 in the series. Pasquale, the hero last night, ties it up here tonight. That one swung on a miss by Levin.
Brody was trying to match what his friend Jimmy Pasquale did right there. And, Margate, this is what, these veteran teams are kind of quiet, and it seems like not a lot of energy over there. Then one home run kind of gets that dugout going and gets them back into this game. We were walking around before the game, and it felt like Margate had the energy, and they were ready to come here. And Northfield seemed like they were just kind of like, oh, man, we got a long road ahead. And then Northfield came out and scored first, and they've been holding on here. But now Margate trying to grab the energy back here.
In the middle of the second time through the order, and the Canes starting to time up Andrada's pitches a little bit. 2-1 the count on Levin. Popped up and hitting foul out of play. The home run by Monty Strickland last night ignited the Canes offense, scoring 3 in the 4th inning last night. The game ended up going to extra innings. There's a hot shot up the middle. Epifanio fields, fires, and Levin retired for out number 1.
Yeah, we'll check this out in the Gamechanger replay. Epifanio up the middle here and does a really good job. Watch this as it's hit hard, gets in front, collects himself, and then fires a strike. And
it was close, but I think they got him. Epifanio with a cannon of an arm over there at shortstop.
Epifanio did a good job of recollecting himself because his momentum was kind of taking him one way.
Now on high fly, heading foul and out of play.
Daggers hitting 288 this season, 2 home runs, 9 RBI in the 2023 season.
After the home run by Pasquale, Levin grounds out, so bases empty, 1 away, and an 0-1 count on Daggers. Andrada kicks and delivers, popped up in the infield. Epifanio settles underneath to make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Dylan Mendel.
Andrada, by the way, settling in after the home run and getting the next 2 quick outs. I mean, that's what you got to do. It's a tie game now. You got to forget about that and move on. You gave 1 up, and then you got to get those next 2 right away. And he went right out and right after those 2 hitters.
Mendel struck out swinging in his first at bat in the 3rd and spins out of the way of that fastball, 1-0. Mendel will be followed by Donnie Stone, and then it'll return to the top of the order for Margate. The 1-0 pitch hits him in the back.
That one got him pretty good.
So man aboard with 2 gone for the Hurricanes here in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a big spot there because you get a chance now to turn the lineup over with this at bat here for Margate. So you'll get at least back to the top of the lineup next section. This one got a really good spot. Oh, right underneath above the number there.
Donnie Stone, the hitter, 1 for 1 with a single. Got a man aboard here with Dylan Mendel over there at first. Tied up at 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's inside.
Donnie Stone, who hits in the 10 hole, but certainly still a pretty dangerous hitter here.
Mendel with a small lead over there at first base. Andrada deals low, and Shapiro secures it to keep him there. 2-0 the count now on the Margate catcher. done a fantastic job behind the plate in this series as well. 2 outs. Margate's tied it up on the Pasquale home run. Throw down to first by Shapiro. And back safely is Mendel. I think Mendel had a beat anyway. Shapiro had a nice throw that was accurate, just a little high.
This is pitch 75 right here.
3-0 the count on Stone. Pitch. And grabs the outside corner, 3-1. Andrada deals, popped up, and heading out of play. That one's foul. So Andrada's battled back in the count here, and it's now 3-2. With 2 outs and Mendel leading off at first. Pitch. And misses outside, and a 2-out walk to Donnie Stone.
You got a hit batsman and now a walk, and that's going to bring up the top of the order here.
Nolan Charlton now, the hitter flew out to right field in the first inning, struck out looking in the third. And we'll get a pinch runner here for Stone.
Yeah, Bilstein.
Exchanging helmets there in front of the pitcher's mound.
Something you don't see that much anymore. We were just talking about that today. We were talking about how you were a kid and the team had 4 helmets and you had to get the helmet off the guy at third base if the bases were loaded. I said, imagine these kids wearing other kids' helmets today. Here's Charlton, 333.
2-out situation. Hurricanes looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Andrada does a little Nestor Cortez there and deals low.
Andrada now approaching the 80 pitch mark.
First and second, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. You have Mendel off second, Stone off first. Andrada deals up high, and Charlton bends out of the way of that one, 2-0.
And he wants a new baseball. As soon as he threw that, he kind of said, "Now get rid of that one."
Could be a big moment in the game. Andrada and the Cardinals looking to keep it tied. Margate looking to take the lead here late in the game. Pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 now on the Hurricanes' second baseman.
You got to keep him here, 1-1. Obviously, he gave up that homer.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-1 on Charlton with Strickland on deck.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to load the bases with Strickland on deck here. This is the spot for Andrada. He's got to really bear down and, help let his defense make a play behind him.
Seen a couple fly balls out to right and to left tonight, hit by Margate hitters. The pitch, and the bases are loaded for Strickland.
And you heard a little bit of an eruption there from the Margate bullpen as they see now Monty Strickland, one of the more dangerous hitters for the Margate team. And here comes Joe Bunting. He's got to really let his pitcher know, hey, this is the spot right here. This is essentially the season right here in this moment.
Monty Strickland 1 for 9 in the series, but the one was a home run in the top of the 4th inning last night that ignited the Margate offense. They ended up scoring 3 runs in that inning. Later won the game 4-3 in 8 innings on the Jim Pasquale homer. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Big moment in the game as the Hurricanes looking to put up a crooked number here in the 5th.
Extra hitter, Monty Strickland.
Monty Strickland, courts EHT, played at Rowan. Was a heck of a player at Rowan for the Profs. Hit 304 in his 4 seasons at Rowan. And he has continued to hit here at this level.
Pitch inside.
And Andrada, by the way, now, he's up over 80 pitches now. big spot. This is really
the 1-0. Rocketed into left field. There's a base hit, and the Hurricanes take the lead. 1 run scores. A play at the plate wide. And it's 3-1 Hurricanes here in the 5th. 2 RBI single by Monty Strickland comes up big again. And now we got to play a rundown between second and third, and that runner is out. So after all that, the inning comes to a close. 2-run score, Mike, and it's 3-1 Canes.
Yeah, check it out on the Game Changer replay here. Strickland does a good job to pitches up in the zone. He hammers it through the left side, and obviously Jason Law being aggressive on the bases, sending close play at the plate. There's Milstein. Remember, he's running for Stone, so he had a little extra speed out there and a really good slide as he gets the hand in there. And then, of course, the rundown afterwards. But 2 runs, it might be enough for Margate.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit us at buntingfamilypharmacy.com.
To the top of the 6th we go. That man put the Canes out in front with a 2 RBI single to left. Had a home run last night. Coming up clutch when it matters most. He's having quite a couple nights. Games 2 and 3 for Monty Strickland, Mike.
Yeah, the home run last night to get them on the board, and then he gets the single right there to drive in 2. And we might look back at the Monty Strickland series here if they can hold on to win this thing.
Cardinals now down 3-1. Their lone run came in the first inning at Yohan Feliz sacrifice fly. Bottom of the order start things out here in the 6th. Anthony Rackets back to the top with Chase Swain and Brett Ewing. Rackets 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Inside, and it's 1-0. And it's starting to get late for the Cardinals. Alex Zacchaeus has been in cruise control tonight. The 1-0, and it hits Rackets on the forearm on the way by, and he's aboard with a hit-by-pitch to start things in the 6th.
Well, you get the 2 runs to tie it up. You need runners to get on any way possible. You're certainly not asking to get hit here. You get a leadoff man on. It's a tough spot here, too, because you got the leadoff man on. You know, hey, if you're trying to get another run, you might say, hey, let's try to bunt him over and get him into scoring position with the middle of my lineup up. But you need 2 runs here in 2 innings. So, I mean, I guess you could still lay one down if you really feel like you're struggling to score.
Chase Swain, the hitter, upstairs, and it does Swain out of the way, 1-0. Swain singled and scored in the first, grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. Rackets aboard over at first, staying put. Cardinals down 2 here in the top of the 6th. Sjssbl high and in, 2-0.
Looks like Sharkey taking a walk down to the bullpen there.
Saw him throwing a couple times last night in the pen. Didn't see any action. The 2-0 to Swain. And that's away 3-0. Or check that, strike 1. Rackets staying put over there at first base. The 2-1. Hit foul. Big half inning for the Cardinals to tie this one up. Been shut down off the scoreboard since the first inning. Scored 1 run each in the first 3 innings of Game 2 last night. The pitch. Hit foul again, and it's still 2-2 on Swain.
Starting to see the bandwagon jumpers jump back on after being off for the last couple days. Alec Boehm with an RBI over in the Phils game. 5-0 now, the Phils.
There you go.
Seems like a lot of people acting like they've been right there with this team all year long.
They're going all the way.
Yeah.
The 2-2. In the dirt, gets by Stone, and on his way to second is Rackets on the pass ball. Looked like that may have hit home plate umpire Chris Losey on the way by.
Take a look on the game changer replay. It's hard to see on the replay what that actually did.
So Rackets aboard over there at second base, and a timeout called on the field as Chris Losey gets some water. Talks with the other umpires there on the side.
By the way, Sjssbl now is at 89 pitches. So, last night we were talking about 138 pitches for Diava last night. I'm imagining you will not see Sjssbl approach that number. In fact, you got to wonder if maybe this might be his last inning that works. They do have Sharkey warming up. We'll see, though. It is the 6th, so if he can get out of this inning with a lower pitch count.
Big at bat for Swain. Runner on second now. Nobody out here, top of the 6th. Sjssbl takes a deep breath on the mound. Checks on Rackets, delivers. Swing and a miss, and there's one away. Brett Ewing now the hitter. Walked in the first, flew out to right field in the 3rd inning. That was a nasty pitch, Mike, as you'll see here on the Game Changer replay.
Yeah, Sjssbl dialed in on this pitch. He gets it down at the bottom, just comes falling right out of it.
Brett Ewing now with an RBI opportunity here. Try to get the Cardinals a little bit closer.
7 strikeouts now for Sjssbl.
High pop in the infield. Sjssbl saying it's me. And makes a catch, stumbling down back to the mound.
So this thing, a sky-high pop-up, and he said right from the get-go, me, and that thing just kept going, and that's why they don't ask the pitcher to field his position on those pops all that much.
Get a little dirty for out number 2.
That's a tough one, though. I mean, that's a long run for your third baseman.
2 outs now. Justin Epifanio, the hitter. Sack bunt in the first. Grounded out to third in the 4th. Sjssbl, deep breath. Throws. Swing and a miss. Juan Mejia up next. Cardinals would love to get him an RBI opportunity here in the 6th.
If Epifanio can find a way to get on base, yeah, you got a chance to take the lead with one swing of the bat, possibly.
Rackets with the lead there off a second. Pitch. Hit back up the middle towards Levin. Fires over to first. And it gets by Law. Here comes Rackets to the plate. And it's 3-2.
Going to take a look here on the Game Changer replay. Play up the middle. See Levin crosses over the bag and has to fire one over to first. And he throws just wide of the bag there. Epifanio putting it in play, making them make a play there.
Epifanio now on first. Juan Mejia, the hitter, walked on 4 pitches in the first inning, struck out swinging in the 4th. Throw over to first, and just back safely is Epifanio.
It's tough to tell from this angle whether, how wide that throw was, because he did have to get a little extra on that throw as Epifanio was busting it.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Mejia.
That was power on power right there. Good fastball inside part of the plate, Sjssbl, and a big swing for Mejia, trying to give Northfield a lead here.
Epifanio, a small lead over there at first base with 2 outs. Team down by 1. Mejia swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Sjssbl again says, here comes my fastball. See if you can catch up. And it's 2 pitches that he gets right past Juan Mejia. Let's see if he says, I'm coming right back to the same.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cardinals have gotten 1 run back here in the 6th. The 0-2. Up high, Mejia lays off 1-2.
Yeah, big fastball there, up and over the hands, and now you would expect to see something off speed.
Epifanio, a small lead over there at first. He's got Sjssbl's attention. The 1-2 to Mejia. In the dirt, could block by Stone.
There's your all-speed pitch. Shows that fastball up over the hands, comes back with that off-speed. I probably would imagine he's going to try to go with power on power again.
Epifanio leads off first with 2 away. 2-2 count on Juan Mejia. Sjssbl inside, and it's a full count.
Yeah, went with that fastball again. Couldn't spot it that time. His first couple fastballs, he got right up in under the hands. That one was a little upstairs. And now you got 3-2. You say, you know what? I'm not going to take my chances here. I'll take my chances with Felice. This is a big pitch. He's up over pitch 90.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cardinals down 3-2. And Mejia called out on strikes to end things in the 6th. Does not like the call, but that is the end of the half inning. Cardinals get 1 run back. 3-2 Margate. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Back to the streets.
To the bottom of the 6th we go. Check out the game summary powered by Gamechanger. Hurricanes came alive in the 5th inning. 2 RBI single by Monty Strickland. And what became a somewhat confusing play, Nolan Charlton got caught straying a little too far off of second base. But the Hurricanes went up 3-1. Cardinals got 1 back in the 6th. It'll be the middle of the order for Margate here. Eric Fitzgerald, Chris Knott, Jason Law against Derek Andrada back out there for his 6th inning of work. High pop and foul.
Yeah, and this is a tough spot. Northfield, they're in this game. It's 3-2. They had a couple guys on base there. And again, Andrada, you don't know how much pitching Northfield has tonight.
And that one has Fitzgerald bending out of the way, 1-1.
You know, that's one of the things. Summer baseball, man. You just don't know how deep teams, who's showing up, who's not here, who's there, who's got innings left in their arm by this time of the summer.
2-1.
Not a whole heck of a lot of guys sitting on the bench in uniform tonight. You know, you get a lot of guys who are just POs, pitchers only, that show up when it's their night to pitch.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. And for the Cardinals, just on the bench, they have Connor Callan and Mike Burnley available to come into play and field and maybe get a pinch hit appearance if they need to. But The pitch. Called strike 3, and Fitzgerald down looking. Check it out on the Gamechanger replay.
Andrada here. He dials one up. Good spot. Right on the kneecaps, outside part of the plate. Good pitch by Andrada.
That'll bring up Chris Knott. Struck out swinging in the second. Flew out to right field in the fourth. And now we have some action going. It is Mike Burnley firing some strikes in the pen for the Cardinals.
Burnley, another young guy.
Threw 53 pitches in relief of Biddle on Monday night. 43 in that sixth inning. The pitch. Rocketed into right field. Feliz chasing it and makes the catch.
Yeah, that ball was hit right on the nose. Feliz has been positioned really well. Good job. Northfield has really done a good job of setting their defense up. Feliz in right field specifically. He's had a bunch of balls peppered at him in this series.
There's Jason Law with 2 away here in the bottom of the sixth. He's 0 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, Burnley in the Northfield pen. You had Sharkey over there in the Margate pen, but I got to imagine Sjssbl is going to say, give me the ball for that 7th inning.
Oh, yeah. Wants to follow his teammates from games 1 and 2. Pitch.
Yeah, the one big difference is the pitch count on Sjssbl. I mean, he's up around 95 pitches, and
that's through 6. The 1-1 fouled off.
I'm not the biggest pitch counter guy in the world, but I got to imagine his coaches somewhere are probably saying, hey, man, you don't need to be out there throwing 100-plus pitches. But
yeah, Diava with 136.
Well, that's a different situation. I think Diava's
1-2 the count on Law, 2 away. And that one's in the dirt.
There's a big spot right here. You got to get this out. And then obviously it's your last licks, but you don't want to have to get into any trouble with Pasquale on deck. You know, he has the one big swing in this game so far.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and a 1-2-3 inning for Andrada to keep it at 3-2 Margate as we head to the final frame.
Serving the community since 2008, the Bunting Family Pharmacy, located in Northfield, aims to provide a wide variety of compounded and traditional medications to doctors and patients in Atlantic, Cape May, and the surrounding South Jersey counties. We are staffed by 4 New Jersey board-certified technicians and a fleet of delivery drivers servicing both residential and business customers 6 days a week.
The Bunting Family Pharmacy. We bring the pharmacy home to you.
Give us a call or visit us at buntingfamilypharmacy.com.
Well, this is it. Top of the 7th of Game 3. Margate leading 3-2, 3 outs away from a championship. Northfield looking to tie at the very least here in the top of the 7th, Mike, as we see on their scorecard brought to you by 97.3 ESPN. See, up and down the lineup, Cardinals scored just the sac fly by Feliz in the first inning. That was their lone RBI, lone run scored. Well, up until that point, they did tack on another run last inning. But Alex Sjssbl has been in control for the most part tonight against these Cardinals.
He had 99 pitches tonight, just the 2 hits. As you saw, he's going to have to get Feliz here. Shapiro and Turner. 5, 6, 7. You know, Johan Feliz in that game against the Surf, they're down 3-0. He hits that 3-run home run to tie that game up. This would be a big spot for him to try to tie this game up right here.
Margate leading this best-of-5 series 2-0. Sjssbl. And that one's inside to Feliz, 1-0.
That was pitch 100 for Sjssbl.
Margate won game 1, 3-1. Won last night in 8 innings, 4-3. They lead 3-2 here, top of the 7th of game 3. That one hit foul down the right field line by Feliz, 1-1.
Feliz. I said, oh, man, that was a pitch I think I could have got a little bit more on.
Feliz, Shapiro, and Turner for the Cardinals here in the 7th. Sjssbl takes a deep breath, now delivers. Feliz chops it off his foot, and it's 1-2. He's going to walk that one off. The umpire is going to give him a minute to gather himself. Feliz and the Cardinals looking to get aboard any way they can here in the 7th to keep the game and the series alive. Action continues in the Margate bullpen. Ball and 2 strikes on the Cardinals right fielder. The 1-2. Chop foul, and we'll do it again.
Good
and
pitch
Feliz
there.
wanted that one.
Good pitch there by Sjssbl, but just a great job for Feliz. Just getting a little bit of piece of that. I mean, that's a really good off-speed pitch at 1-2 in the count. Fastball up over the hands here might be what we're looking for.
Sjssbl looking in, gets a sign from Donnie Stone. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and there's one away.
Goes with the all-speed pitch here. You'll see it on the Gamechanger replay, and that one falls off the table here. He got fastball, arm action, and curveball movement, big time pitch for Sjssbl. He's 2 outs away from a title.
Here's Gavin Shapiro for 2 with a pair of Ks.
That's the 10th strikeout.
Swing and a miss
for Sjssbl. Can't lose my red pen, man.
I've been doing the same thing with my pen. The 0-1 to Shapiro. Swing and a miss.
Sjssbl right now on this at bat, you can see he feels, hey, I'm right there. I'm right at the end. Let me empty it all out.
No balls, 2 strikes on Shapiro. 1 away here in the 7th. Sjssbl delivers. Swing and a miss. And Margate's 1 out away.
Fastball, fastball, fastball. Here it is. Do what you can with it. This is Sjssbl just saying, I got more than you can handle. And he blows that right by Shapiro.
It all falls on Nate Turner here. 1 out to go for Margate to win the championship. Their first in this region, South Jersey South Shore Championship. Nate Turner, the hitter, walked and struck out tonight. Takes strike 1.
Margate feeling it over there. Nate Turner stepping out, wants to get a quick second to reassess things here.
Nothing in 1 the count on Turner. Fouled off. Cardinals down to their final strike.
Pitch 109 coming right here.
It all comes down to this. 0-2, 2 outs, 3-2 Margate here in the 7th. Sjssbl, the 0-2.
Turner giving everything he had got to hold off on that one. Everything he had to hold off on that.
Now a ball and 2 strikes on the Cardinals' first baseman.
He's had a good fastball this inning.
Sjssbl shakes off Stone. Now gets what he wants. The 1-2 in the dirt, and it's 2-2 on Turner.
That one bouncing up there real short of the plate. Donnie stands, took the brunt of that 58-footer.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 7. Margate leading 3-2. Leading this 2-0. It'll be a 2-2 from Sjssbl to Turner. Pitch. Swing and a miss! And there it is! The Margate Hurricanes are the South Jersey South Shore champions here in 2023, sweeping the Cardinals in 3.
Celebration on the field. Sjssbl strikes out the side. And just a great fastball gets it right by Turner, and it was just a excellent ending. 12 strikeouts on the night, pitch 109 for Sjssbl, 12 strikeouts, and really shut them down after that first inning. They gave up that 1 run in the 6th, but he was in cruise control after that first inning and was really just a gutsy performance there for Alex Sjssbl.
All 3 pitchers for the Canes went the distance in every one of the games this week. Margate winning game 1 3-1 in Margate on Monday night, winning last night 4-3 on the home run by Jim Pasquale in the top of the 8th inning to go ahead, and winning tonight 3-2. They are again your 2023 league champions. The Hurricanes sweep. And now the celebration begins.
Yeah, this is something Margate is used to. This is their first year in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League, and they come in, they get the number 1 seed, and they get their first championship in this league. But while they sweep the series, it was hard fought. 3-1 in game 1, 4-3 in extra innings, and tonight 3-2 the final. You wonder, Northfield will be one of those what ifs. What if they had a full roster? What if they were able to have some of their guys here? How this series may have been a little different. Well, we won't know.
Northfield had their opportunities a couple times in this series getting guys on. It was a Margate pitching and defense that held them down. Close ball games in all 3 contests tonight. And Margate once again winning 3-2 tonight. The 2023 league champions, the Margate Hurricanes, defeating the Northfield Cardinals in 3 straight.
Well-pitched game, well played. We saw some great defense. The big home run by Jimmy Pasquale to give Margate the tie. This is 2 nights in a row, guys, where they were down in the game and a home run tied it back up, and then they tacked some more on. So the long ball got Strickland last night, Pasquale tonight, and then Strickland had the game-winning hit. He had that 2 RBI. And look, that second run came to score. They ended up getting the 3rd out of the inning. So that 3rd run, and keep in mind how close of the play at the plate that was. Jaden Milstein was in running for Sands on that play, and he has a great slide to get in there safe. You don't think about that, but you run for the catcher in that spot. You're allowed to run for the catcher to get him off the field, and that could have been the difference in winning this championship.
These are the biggest clutch hits by Jim Pasquale, the home run last night, another home run to tie it up tonight, and then you had Monty Strickland, the home run last night, and the go-ahead 2 RBIs tonight.
Well, there you go. Margate, we talked about it. The young Cardinals, the veteran Hurricanes, and now they will celebrate until their wives make them come home.
Oh, there you go. The Margate Hurricanes, once again, your 2023 South Jersey South Shore Baseball League champions here in 2023. For Mike Gill and Doug Stasic and our entire BFA Sports crew, thanks for hanging with us this week in this exciting championship series. Once again, the Hurricanes, your 2023 champions. I'm Vin Ebenu. Good night, everybody.